في القرآن كل نفس ذائقة الموت. فالموت أمره عظيم. قال الإمام الحسن البصري رحمه الله تعالى قال: فضح الموت الدنيا فلم يترك لذي لب فيها فرحا. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: أكثروا من ذكر هادم اللذات. فالموت نافع جدا، خاصة زيارة الذين يحتضرون. فأنت إذا رأيت إنسان يحتضر أمامك هكذا فما أظنك ستشتهي الطعام بعد ذلك. الإمام البصري الحسن البصري رحمه الله رأى رجلا يأكل الطعام في المقابر فقال: هذا منافق، الموت بين عينيه ثم يشتهي الطعام. فالموت لا بد منه. The second thing, my brothers and sisters, that increases Al-Iman is thinking about death. And death is a reality that you have to face. And no one can be escaped from it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke about this reality in the Quran. He said subhanahu wa ta'ala, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ, that every soul shall taste death. Shall taste death. And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in the hadith, أَكْتِرُوا مِنْ ذِكْرِ هَادِمِ اللَّذَّاتِ. Remember much death, the destroyer of lust and desires. If you want to know the reality of this world, think about death. As Al-Hasan Al-Basri rahimahullah ta'ala said, he said, فَضَحَ الْمَوْتُ الدُّنْيَا. Death has exposed the defect of this world. If you want to know how much the world is worth, think about death. He said, death has exposed the defect of this world, and it did not leave for any man of intellect, for any believer who has intellect, any happiness in it. Because when you think about death, you're going to think about the day where you're going to be there. ليس الغريب غريب الأهل والوطن لكن الغريب غريب اللحد والكفن. It's poetry by Al-Imaam Ali ibn al-Hussein Zayn al-Abidin. He said, ليس الغريب غريب الأهل والوطن. The real stranger is not the stranger who is outside his homeland. That's not the stranger. He said the real stranger is the stranger of al-kafan, the shroud and the grave. You have nobody there except your good deed. That's it. If you have any. You have to face the reality. You have to face munkar wa nakir in the grave. What have you prepared? You have to face your consequences. طيب. ومن أسباب زيادة الإيمان كذلك أيها الإخوة والأخوات الرفقة الصالحة. هذا لا بد منه. كما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم في الحديث الصحيح: مثل الجليس الصالح. Inshallah, because the time is very limited, I'm going to translate it into English. That way we save time, because I have more things ahead. The Prophet ﷺ said in the sound hadith that the similitude of a good companion is like the perfume seller. If you don't purchase anything from him, he may gift you, or at least you smell something good coming from his shop. That shows you the superiority of the environment. When you hang around drug dealers, most likely you're going to smoke, at least. If you don't sell it yourself, you're going to smoke. You're going to say, well, I have a strong Iman. No, your Iman is going to get weakened as time goes by. You're going to get affected. You hang around those who backbite, you're going to be a backbiter. So that's why the environment is extremely important. So the similitude of a good companion is like the perfume seller. If you don't purchase anything from him, or if he does not gift you, at least you smell a good fragrance coming out from his shop. And the similitude of a bad companion is like the blacksmith. The blacksmith, he deals with the fire. If he does not burn your clothes, you'll find or you'll smell a foul odor coming from his shop. Likewise, when you are in the bad companionship, those companions, they're going to have an evil effect on you. So we have to deal with our desires. As the poet said, النفس كالطفل إن تهمله شب على حب الرضاع وإن تفطمه ينفطم. The poet said, the human soul is like a baby. If you neglect it, it will keep on suckling. It wants more milk, more milk, more milk. But if you wean it off, it will be weaned off. وقال أحد العلماء من حكم السنة على نفسه نطق بالحكمة ومن حكم البدعة على نفسه ومن حكم الهوى معذرة ومن حكم الهوى على نفسه نطق بالبدعة. One of the scholars, he said, whoever judges himself, his affairs with the sunnah, he will speak words of wisdom. And whoever judges himself with his desire, he will speak with innovation. طيب. Many of the students of knowledge, they used to travel to Imam Ahmad rahimahullah ta'ala. And many of them, they will not come to study. They will come only to watch Al-Imam Ahmad rahimahullah, to learn his samt, his behavior. As Sufyan al-Thawri rahimahullah ta'ala said, he said, we used to seek al-adab, etiquette, 20 years before we would seek knowledge. مرة الإمام أحمد رحمه الله تعالى كان متكئا من علة، كان مريض، فذكر عنده إبراهيم ابن طهمان أحد رواة الحديث الثقات، فاعتدل الإمام أحمد فقيل له في ذلك فقال لا ينبغي أن يذكر الصالحون فيتكأ، فكيف إذا ذكر رب العالمين؟ الله أكبر. Al-Imam Ahmad rahimahullah ta'ala, one time he was reclining because he was sick. And one of the narrators, one of the reliable narrators of hadith was mentioned. He was not even there. Ibrahim ibn Tahman rahimahullah. Imam Ahmad, he sat upright. They said, why did you have to sit upright? He said, it is not befitting that the righteous people are mentioned in our gathering and we recline. What about when Allah is mentioned? What is the adab that we have? the adab